Hey, we're going to go through CARS today. This is controlled articular rotations, focusing on the joints range of motion. Okay, we're trying to segmentate each area of the body, starting from the neck all the way through down to our toes, not realizing how much our toes could affect something that could even be going on at your neck. I've introduced this into my daily routine and it's amazing how much different I've been feeling, particularly on a run yesterday. I felt my toes were making a real difference to my propulsion, and also I got no knee pain from it. Things that were a little bit clunky and now a lot smoother as well. So something I really want to share with you guys that is known through a lot of places, but I know a few of you won't be aware of it. So I'm going to take you through right from our neck all the way down, and I'll show you ways that you want to try and avoid and try and hopefully make it as easy as possible that you can introduce it to. Okie dokie. So we're going to start off at our neck. Okay, so a lot of us is probably standing and sitting with our neck like this. This shortens this back area here and it takes our neck into a curve. Also a lot of strain on the front of our neck muscles, okay, and these neck muscles insert right at the top of the back, okay. You're probably thinking of yourself as you look at your computer and phone now, my chin is actually stuck out and you don't really realize it. So you want to keep that chin tucked in so it's nice and tall all the way, creating a nice long spine in there. A lot of headaches can come from that position, okay, so if you ever get a headache and pressing just at the back of your neck, you'll probably be able to feel it's a little bit sore and tender. If you put a bit of pressure on it, it's like a pressure point and it will release and it'll help that headache, okay? So first off, we're going to tuck our chin to our chest, lowering down to our sternum. We're then going to rotate over to our shoulder, taking it on back into extension and round over to the other shoulder and back round again. Now focus it just on our cervical spine, so that's just your neck spine or vertebrae. You want to just go one vertebrae at a time. We're then going to rotate the other way, slow and controlled. So it's quite easy to whip your neck all the way around, but we don't want to give ourselves whiplash. And also again, that control will feel which area of our neck is actually a little bit tight. And all the way back round. Okay, next we're going to work on is our scapula. In other terms, your shoulder blade. Okay, so a few different ranges of motion. A lot of us, again, will sit rounded at your laptop on your phone, and this shortens all this area. We want to lengthen it up, but at the same time, we don't want to bring it in our back. Okay, so to start off with, you're going to roll those shoulders forward that we're all really good at. You're going to elevate them up to your ears. Take them on back, squeezing those shoulder blades together as we take them down to our back pockets. Same again, you're going to come forward, elevate up, take it on round, squeeze them together, back to our back pockets and back round. I'm going to show you side on again. So forward, take it on up, elevating those scapulas, squeezing them all the way back down to our back pockets. We're then going to go the other way. So you're going to squeeze back to start with, elevating up, coming on forward and all the way around. So squeeze those shoulder blades together. Notice that I'm not bringing in any other part of my back. And this really gets that rotation of how those shoulder blades can move all the way over our rib cage, all the way back round. Perfect. Next thing that we're going to do is our thoracic. Okay, so you're going to have your arms across to your shoulders. So our thoracic, again, we tend to just go forward and back through a lot of movements, okay? So flexion and extension. This movement, we forget about the side movement, bending, and that rotation that we can do as well. And we tend to get quite stiff at our back. So careful we don't bring in our lower back, our lumbar. We're going to hinge on forward. You're going to rotate round to the side, keeping that core nice and tight, elevating on back, rotating round, flexing on back forward. So again, I'll come to the side, rotate round. As you'll know, I'm not going into extension too much to bring in that lower back. I am getting in there. You might find that you might not even go back that far. Okay, this is a good video yourself and see. We're then going to go back the other way and see if your range actually improves. You'll probably find it quite stiff. And I will show you some more thoracic mobilities in another video. all the way around. Core tight, back to center, coming back up. Next we're going to go on to is our shoulder. Okay, so you're going to have your arm nice and straight, okay, don't let it floppy and hang out nice and wide. Okay, we're going to take it into adduction. You're going to then take it all the way out, okay, as you rotate to a point where you can't feel you can go anymore. You're going to rotate your hand round so your palm is facing away from you to your back pocket. Coming back out all the way up, rotate back round and adducting back to the body. And back out, external rotation, into abduction, and then back around, and again. You might feel it a bit clunky. If you do get any pain in these positions, okay, try not to go as far. I'm going to do the other side, so you're rotating and around. This was clunky when I did this first, from my collarbone that has decided to come displaced. Taking it back around. Remember, it's slow and controlled. Rotate around. You might find that one shoulder is better than the other, and it might be lightly because of your general posture and positions, and also through injury. With injury, we close up these joints, and we don't allow ourselves to create that whole range of movement. Okay, next we've got our elbows. We're going into flexion extension. So arms by your side, keeping it nice and controlled. You're just going to bring your arms up, palms to the sky, lower back down. Palms to the floor, palms to the sky. Palms to the floor, palms to the sky, and back the other way. Palms to the sky, palms to the floor. To the sky, to the floor, one more, to the sky, to the floor. Next one we've got is our wrist, okay, so we want to make sure we're getting that whole rotation and we're not bringing in that elbow and our shoulder, okay? So holding in nice and tight, okay? You're going to just rotate all the way around, keeping a nice straight hand as we rotate all the way around. It's quite easy to go really quick, don't want that. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. This one's lovely and clunky. I've had to have a cortisone injection in this, but it is improving the more I do this. And then back round the other way. And actually, when I come back around, a little bit harder. Good. Same on the other arm. Okay, so you're rotating around. This one for me, it feels a little bit more stable, okay? Doesn't feel I've got quite as much range. It does feel stable in what I can do. Clunky, but I'm not in pain. And then rotate back the other way. Good, back down. Okay, we're gonna go onto the floor. I'm gonna come round on an angle so you can see. So we're going to do our cat and cow, okay? So making sure you're 90 degrees at the hip and knee, shoulder and arm. Make sure you're not taking your weight all the way forward and vice versa, don't take it all the way back, okay? So make sure that weight's evenly distributed and your knees aren't really close together. Keep them hip distance apart. Okay, we're going to start off at our lumbar, okay? And we're going to tuck that tailbone in. I'm going to move through one vertebrae at a time, move all the way up into our thoracic, all the way into our cervical, looking at chin to chest. We're then going to go back the other way, taking your tailbone back out, slowly controlling that lumbar spine as we take it into extension, all the way through into our thoracic, and all the way through into our cervical. Same again, keeping that neck in that position as we put that tailbone under. One vertebrae at a time. Quite easy to do this quick, as you've probably done it a little bit quicker before, but we're really thinking about each joint within this. Down and back. Now I am pretty hypermobile in my back, so it might look like I can bend it a little bit more than what you can. So that isn't unusual, okay? But we do want to try and get that movement through that spine. Some people might find that we can move this point. Okay, that's absolutely fine. But the more you do it, the more we can work on it. Okay, from here, we're going to go into our hip joint. Okay, our hip joint, we can do this in standing as well, but today I'm going to show you in kneeling while we're down here. Okay, so we're going to flex at the hip. You're then going to abduct it, rotate around, coming back in and back into flexion again. Okay, you're going to then extend. Now make sure your back doesn't go down in this position. You're working that hamstring and that glute. We're rotating around to that side. Bring it on forward towards your elbow and back into your body. And again, you might find as you get to this rotation, okay, that might be a bit of a clumpy bit. Coming back in again. But you might find that this bit here is a little bit painful. You can hold it if you want to a little bit in there, and then move through it. I used to find it was really like a twang that I had to get through, but I've got much better at it. It's loosened right the way up into my hip. And back up. And make sure, pretend you've got like a tennis ball behind the back of your knee. So keep it in that position. Rotate around, forward, and back in. Okay, then you're going to do the same on the other side. And then forward, abducting out, rotate, and back in, and flexing back at that hip. Take it into an extension. Remember, don't let the lower back go. So you get a very short core in here. Take it around. Flexion, extension, rotation, coming in, and abducting. Last one, coming out, rotate around, back in, and roll back down. Perfect. Relax off those wrists. Next thing we're going to move on to is our knee. Okay, so you get a lot of movement at your knee, more than you actually realise. So we think that we just flex and extend it, but actually there is a little bit of rotation in there too. Okay, we're going to start off by just hugging in that knee. You're going to find behind the back of your knee, Mimi calls it the twangy bits. Okay, so grabbing those twangy bits, and you're going to come into reversion and inversion. Okay, so we're rotating around, and as you rotate that foot, you can feel those twangy bits working at the back of your knee. Okay, to feel that range of movement, showing that that hamstring is also there to stabilize that knee. Works so much on our quads, which is the front muscle of our leg. We forget about our hamstrings and how much that can actually control that knee as well. Okay, moving each way. We're then going to take it into our flexion extension as well. You're going to hook that knee in and rest it under your arm. Okay, so you're going to bring your toes back in again. I find it harder to come in and easier to go out. A lot of my clients are actually the opposite to me. Okay, so we're going to come in. You're going to extend up, rotate, lower back into flexion. Extend, rotate, back into flexion. Extend, rotate, flex, extend, rotate, flex. Extend, rotate, flex, extend, rotate, flex. Perfect. Okay, we then want to isolate our knee so we can get our ankle moving. Okay, make sure you can still see me in the camera. So we're going to move our ankle again, side to side. Now you'll notice by stabilizing your knee, not letting it move, you won't move your ankle in a bigger range as what you're doing when you could move it with your knee involved. Okay, so this is how much your ankle could even be affecting your knee if you're having knee issues. Okay, so stabilizing this knee, I'm just going to rotate it internally and externally. Okay, make sure you get those toes to the ground. And again, really stabilize that knee. You'll notice that range in there. Perfect. Then going to hook under again. You can stabilize the knee again. And we're just going to rotate around that ankle. Now again, you can go really quick like you would do your wrist. But I want you to really try and make it nice and smooth. It's not clumping and going it a little bit quicker. Nice and controlled one way, and then we're going to rotate back the other. Next is our toes. Now this one's amazing of how much I can do with my toes and how much it's improved in this short term. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to keep our little toes on, I'm hoping you can still see this. Little toes on the floor, and you're just going to lift your big toe up and back down. Big toe up, back down, big toe up, back down, up. One more, and up. Now this time you're going to lift your little toes up and back down, little toes up, back down, up, down, up, and down. Okay, now you're going to raise them all up and just pop your big toe down and up, down, and up. Really got to think about this. Little toes wanting to get involved. One more. Now lift the big toe up and little toes down. Okay, stretch out those toes. It's amazing how much you feel through here. You can feel your muscles working. Still diving in that tibialis anterior. Okay, next one is the fun one. We get to play the piano. So you're going big toe into your little toes all the way through to your little toe. Big, middle, all the way through to your little. I find it hard on this foot. Don't ask me why. But it's a lot easier when it comes to my other one. The big toe first, all the way through to the piano. And then it's going to go the other way. The little toe all the way through to our big. And I find this much easier. And you should as well, because this is the way that our foot moves into propulsion as we run and as we walk. So if you're struggling with this, let's really try and focus on it to see if it helps with that running and walking gaits. Perfect. Even ourselves up. Bringing in this knee, okay, holding those swangy bits behind. Okay, we're going to move from side to side again. I've had operations on both my knees, so if they move a little bit different to yours, don't be surprised. Okay, but I have worked hard for a long time to stabilize them back up. Okay, and then we're going to end that extension in, rotate in, extend, rotate, flex, extend, rotate, flex, extend, rotate, flex, extend, rotate, flex, extend, rotate, flex. Okay, perfect. Isolating that knee now, we're going to then move our ankle from side to side. Again, it might be your knee wants to come into place a little bit more on one side than the other. So really stabilize it, see how it's working. Good, lifting it on up, rotate around, get control, and back the other way. What's smoother for me? Back onto our toes. Please ignore my one that's not painted. This is COVID-19 that we can't get out and buy any nail varnish. Okay, so starting with our big toe up and back down, big toe up, back down, up, back down, up and down, big toe down, little toes up. Again, I can spread these toes out a lot better on this side than the other. Some people actually have quite webby toes, but unusual for me. One side, and you don't realise what you actually did on one side of the other. So you actually take the tops. I'm not a fan of these generally. Okay, then lifting them up and the big toe down. Big toe up, little toe down. Okay, and then we're going to play the piano. Big, all the way through, one at a time to little. Big, all the way through, little. And together on the top. One, two, three. Good, and then back the other way, little, all the way through to big. And relaxing there. So that is your bars. Okay, give it a go. Try and do it in the morning, at night, at lunchtime. If you're at the desk, just really think about slow and controlled movements through that neck, that thoracic as well. Make sure you get that movement. You can do those ones in sitting. Okay, so try and take little or nothing breaks if you're not in that position that whole time. Give it a go and let me know how you get on.